The podcast charity event returns for its third year. It is called the Jax Podathon, and we are joined by co-founders Badr and Blythe. Thank you so much for joining us today. Nice to meet you both.
Thank you for having us. Nice
Okay, so for those who have not heard of this, what is the Jax Podathon podcast? I should get that right? And how did it start?
It started a few years ago here in Jacksonville. We've been running this group, the Jax Podcasters United, since 2018, and so we decided that instead of just regular networking and educational events, we add a charitable component to it.
Oh, very cool.
So we work with Feeding Northeast Florida in order to raise awareness and money for their efforts, and very similar to how a radiothon works. Come from a broadcasting background, so we've done plenty of radiothons in the past, and so now it's a podathon.
And so what happens exactly at the podathon?
So at the podathon, we have all of the different live streaming events, and then what else do we have?
We also are offering free workshops, so podcasters can learn about how to make money off their podcast, how to promote their podcasts, as well as just be among the community, learn different tips and tricks from other podcasters. We'll also be doing a donation drive to raise funds for Feeding Northeast Florida, and we got a ton of great prizes as part of that raffle donation drive.
Oh, that's really cool. Why did you want to partner with Feeding Northeast Florida?
Well, I come from a logistics background, and so just knowing that there's so much food insecurity that exists in the way that Feeding Northeast Florida approaches that food insecurity, and it's really about a logistics problem, not necessarily a food shortage problem. So that just really rung true to my heart, and I figured, we figured that it was one of those events that is sort of community embracing, that everybody from the community can support those efforts.
I think that's fantastic. And this event is free.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But that's only due to your sponsors and the support, right? So tell us how you're able to make this free for folks.
Because we have the best sponsors in the whole wide world. And a lot of them, our thing has always been about the focus on the local podcast community. So our sponsors reflect that as well. We've got Guitar Center Pro sponsoring the event, as well as Community First. And then really big podcast companies as well that are all stationed here in Jacksonville as well, like Podmatch and Buzzsprout, one of the largest podcast hosting companies in the world.
Very cool. Now, do you have to be a podcaster to attend?
No, not at all.
So if somebody's maybe interested in getting into it, this would be a great event for them.
Yeah, so we welcome the aspiring / newbies to the veterans, seasoned podcasters as well, and everyone in between.
Very cool. And what is something about the local podcast scene in Jacksonville that folks might not know about?
That it's very strong. It's very large. We have one of the largest groups in the country.
Really?
We have over 500 members in the Facebook group. We have hundreds of members that do show up to regular events, and they, like Badr said, it ranges from experience from a newbie who's never started a show to veterans who are actually out there making money, to those who are just doing it part-time and trying to find their way. So we really try to cater to each of those demographics.
And there's a show for almost every topic, from obviously Jag fans have plenty of podcasts here, to pop culture podcasts like the Wait For It podcast. One of the most popular trivia podcasts is also
fun.
Yeah, Trivia Warfare. There's so many podcasts based out of Jacksonville.
Well, that was going to be my next question. All categories included in this, or a variety. So that's really cool. So tell everyone where, when, how they can get more info.
Yeah,
December
so
10th.
December 10th, Podathon, December 10th at 5:30, from 5:30 to 8 at Ruby Beach Brewing. You can get your tickets, which are still free while they last, on Eventbrite or JaxPodcastersUnited.com.
Okay, so they're free, but they're limited. So that's why you need
yeah.
to go on there and get that done.
Yes.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. This was
Thanks
really
for
cool,
having
and I hope it's a great event.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And David, what do we have coming up?